Hi there, I'm Anushka, mum to my 1-year-old son, and today I will be reviewing In the Small, Small Pond by Denise Fleming. I will be talking about some of the themes and concepts in this book and how you can kind of reinforce them with your child as you read through the book, and also what my son particularly enjoys in this book, which your child might also like. So this book actually won an award. I'm not sure exactly how to say it. The Caldecott Honor Book. Um, she's done some beautiful artwork in this book with colored cotton pulp that she pours into hand cut stencils to create these images that are set in paper with the colored cotton. So really cool idea, and she often talks about all the animals that exist in these ecosystems, in the pond, around the pond, in the grass, around the grass, under the grass, um, and I guess like trying to reinforce this concept of like the eco diversity and ecosystems that live around us, and how it's a big circle of life and all these animals feed off the plants and vegetation around them, and we need to support their existence, just through acknowledging, the way that they move and live in the space. So like look at this beautiful image. Like imagine the work that has gone into creating like um, this image through the colored cotton pulp being poured in this. I just love the light coming through the water in the small pond. So pretty. So in the small pond, yeah, and there's a dragonfly there, and there's some vegetation, and there's some lotus leaves in the small pond, and there's someone who's looking a very androgynous featured child. So depending on um, the sex of your child or what they identify as, you may be able to say that it's them. And so I'll just be like, oh, there's E, and I'll say my son's name, looking at the frog in the pond. And often when we read books, I'll tell him that the character in the book is him, and he quite enjoys that. And so wiggle jiggle, tadpoles wriggle, and you can say this mama frog and baby tadpoles, and they might like the rhyme of like wiggle wiggle jiggle, tadpoles wriggle. um, and we can also see how sometimes children don't look like their parents. So the frog mama doesn't look like her tadpoles, or like a butterfly mama butterfly doesn't look like her baby caterpillars. And it's okay for parents and children to look different from each other. Some of them look the same and some of them look different. And there's mama duck and baby ducklings waddling. So we go waddle geese parade, waddle wade geese parade, and we have that rhyme going through. So in her other book where we had where's goose in barnyard banter, I might then use the wording from that here again and say, oh, where's goose, as we get to that page. And he's able to then link these animals across several books and link that it is the same creature. And there we were looking for goose and going, where's goose, and now goose is parading into the water. Then we've got hover, shiver, wings quiver, and we'll go quiver, quiver. Yeah. So different ways you can kind of draw on the sound of animals and their movement as we go through this book, and kind of imitate the same sounds and movements, and like the quivering and like waddling. Here we have drowse, doze, eyes closed, and I will kind of go eyes closed and kind of just wilt like I'm falling asleep. And yeah, as you can see, we have birds, turtles, fish. We have herons lunging for the fish, and see how herons are eating the fish that are in the river. Then there's dragonflies above the river. There's geese waddling into the river, living on the banks. Then there's froggies in here going splitter, splatter, minnow, scatter. And then the fish are darting out of the way as the froggy jumps in. So we see all the different animals and like vibrant life that exists around the space. And then these ones are whirligigs, which is a new one for me. I haven't come across this before. I did not grow up in the US, so a lot of different birds for me as well, like swallows going swoop. And so if you do baby sign language, you can also just go like swallows going swoop, swoop, and your child might like that. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of different concepts in this book with like eating. We're like, oh, a heron plunge eating, and the fishy, and we got fishy, fishy, fishy. And then there's these click, clack, claws crack, and we go crack, crack for the crab. And sometimes I'll like this and I'll go bite my son with my little crab claws. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, because there's so many different birds and animals, and depending on what your child likes, you can kind of focus more on the things that they like. My son particularly likes birds and fish, so we focus on these things as we go through the book. And we can see that these dibble dabble tails flip. So there's these ducks that are darting into the water trying to get some food down here, and we'll go eating, birdies eating. There's a raccoon. We actually had one on our roof, but I doubt he remembers that. And then this one is a new one for me as well, muskrats. I've never seen one. I'd be quite interested to see one and see a muskrat stack. Then we get to the chill breeze, winter freeze, and we go, ooh, ooh, cold. And I do the same thing when he wants to look inside the freezer. So I'm hoping that he's starting to link the concept of, oh, cold in the freezer. And this is cold, freezing. And then cold night, sleep tight, small, small pond. And all the animals that are sleeping within the pond. So a really gorgeous book with its artwork, rhyme, alliteration, images being linked together, and the way that we've got this onomatopoeic sound of movement come through in the wording. I hope you enjoy this with your child, and let me know how they like it. And please also let me know if there's any other books that you would like to recommend to me in the comments. Thank you so much. Bye.